We have interim head coach Adrián González. Ellie, you want to go ahead and kick us off?
Yep. Hi, how's it going?
Good. Good to see you.
Good to see you. How coming off of that 3-game road trip and getting 6 points from that road trip, how is the team feeling going into being back at home and this match?
Yeah, feeling good, to be honest. We were expecting to come and try to recover. It's been hard, and it took a little bit of time to recover 100% because we've been through a long journey and with tough games. But the team is training good, is recovering good. Now we are ready to compete again, and yeah, excited again to play at home with our people. Again, I think now we need to be aware and try to get those 3 points, because I think we did a good job on the road, and now we need to continue performing like that.
And then just to follow up, how we saw that Casey Kruger got like 15 minutes in the Louisville game. How is she recovering and feeling? And
Yeah, she's good. She's good. She's been recovering good. She had some problems with tendinitis and also with her knee in Portland. She was working on that also during Louisville week. So that's why also she couldn't play more than maybe 35, 45. So that's why. But she's doing good. And now she's ready to compete.
Bernie, go ahead. Bernie, you can go ahead. All right, Andre, go ahead.
Hello, Coach. Thanks for speaking with us ahead of the game tomorrow. Just wanted to get your initial assessments of Angel City, especially the midfield. It looks like they've had quite a few issues and tried quite a different number of personnel and formations in midfield. And just wanted to get your assessment of that team, kind of where they're at in their season and how you might look to exploit them.
Yeah. Hi, Andre. Well, as I think as all teams, we are trying to play with different players, different positions. We try different things. Every game is different, so I assume that they are trying to get the best starting every game. And yeah, a team that, again, difficult team with their strengths. We know that also they've been performing good, but they are coming from a game that, yeah, I mean, they conceded that goal. So I'm sure they are gonna come here to try to get the 3 points, a good result. A team who tries to build up. I think they are pretty brave, especially with ball. They can progress with a high press, and yeah, they have especially forwards, players that they can be pretty dangerous. And again, we need to be aware, as every week we've analyzed the team according to different situations that maybe we can have, or we expect more advantage. But thinking about us as always, and try to show our best version. I think coming from the last 3 games, we need to combine the performance that we had in those 3 games, because I think we competed in a different ways against Chicago, Portland, and Louisville. So the team shown that we can have different profiles, we can be dynamic, we can combine those ways to compete. And I think if we put that combination in the next game tomorrow, we can have a good performance.
Appreciate that. And I had a question about a particular player along their back line, Sarah Gordon. She has an interesting profile for a center back. She basically erases a lot of trying to get the ball in behind because she's so fast. So how do you do you just go away from her, or how do you kind of manage a center back that can kind of erase a through ball?
Yeah, she's pretty good and a good athlete too. So fast. We see that she's following players. She's helping also Spencer, and she's very aggressive, especially jumping in those pockets, so trying to avoid those passes in between lines and also making runs behind to protect her back. We'll see tomorrow if we can create the advantage in a different ways, knowing not just her profile. I think the profile from the back line. So according to that, we try to occupy and to attack the spaces in a different way. Also thinking about us according to who is going to play there. And again, yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty good battle, if we can call it like this, with a good fight between players. That we are seeing that in this league there are players who are so fast and very athletic, and I think it's going to be a good game for the people who wants to go there.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Peyton, go ahead.
Hi, Adrian.
Hello.
I was just wondering how it's been kind of coming off your travel, like really long trip, kind of getting back into the groove in DC, how you're adjusting, how the team's adjusting, and kind of how that recovery process is going, and then if there are any availability updates that you can share with us right now.
Yeah. Well, as I said, it's been hard, to be honest, because players needed it more days to recover, and also coming from that trip, especially I think last game against Louisville was so hard, so tough for players, because we had a lot of transitions, and also the field wasn't good at all, and it made everything harder. And yeah, the fatigue that we had those 12 days, not just physically, also emotionally, mentally, I think it's been hard, to be honest. So at the beginning of the week, players weren't recovered 100%, to be honest. So we've been aware of that, trying to help them to recover as better as possible, trying to have also really good communication, because every player also recovers in a different way. So trying to individualize also the load as much as possible. And yeah, yesterday we had a recovery day with I think we did a really good job respecting every player needs. And after that, I think, but today we were completely recovered and ready to compete again. In terms of availability, we are okay, so no changes. So yeah, all players are ready to compete tomorrow.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Bernie, go ahead and wrap us up.
Hey, Coach, how are you? My
Good.
question is, what do you think needs to be done with the long matches now, with the extra 10 minutes that is added on? And how do you think that could, I mean, because it's very difficult, especially with you trying to think about subs and everything. So what do you think needs to be done, and how could that be alleviated?
Well, that's a good question. I don't know if I'm the right person to answer that, to be honest. Maybe that's a question for the league.
That was difficult though.
If I can give you my opinion, it's just an opinion. I think we need to accept it. Now the rules are like that, and we know that the games are not 90 minutes right now. So years ago, we know that maybe 90, 92, 95 maximum. Now the games are 100 minutes. So it's like we are seeing that every week. So we know that we always have that extra time. So it's another point for us as a coaches. We know that we have that time also to bring new players, maybe because we need fresh legs, if we can say like that. We need more energy, and some players also they need to recover and they need to rest. It's not easy to play 100 minutes, for example. Yeah, and also we don't want to put players in a risk of injury. I think they are trying to fix that, especially with the VAR, because they told us that they were trying to reduce the time. I feel like it shouldn't be that long, to be honest, waiting 5, 6, 7 minutes. Also for the players, because if we are thinking about their health, I think it's not good for them to be just standing still.
Right.
And also for the people, for the fans, I think it's not good, to be honest. But again, nothing that I can do. The only thing that I can do is to accept it, and try to manage that with the players that we have on the field.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, everyone. We will be right back with Casey Kruger.
Thank you, guys.